What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a reaction. Lille 1, Juve 1, and overall, I'm gonna describe it as a disappointing result because I thought highly or more highly of Lille, and on the day they were just poor. We need to be honest with that. They gave us possession, or we kept possession. Whatever they couldn't, press us. Maybe they didn't want to press us. They were not good on the day. But that does not make that we were good. And if you play against that side away in Europe and you get that opportunity, you should be winning that game. And we didn't do anything remotely enough, in my opinion, to win that game. And for me, that is just disappointing. It's a point. I get it, away from home from Europe, but I mean, I don't know. Like, it leaves a lot to be desired, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not impressed what I've saw. It wasn't a disaster game. I'm not saying that. However, I don't know, man. I leave that game and I'm like, I'm not sure what I really learned from this game. Besides that, we don't give up a lot of chances like we did in the last couple of weeks. It didn't happen against Udinese. It didn't happen against Lille, so that's a positive, I guess. But we need to talk about some things. And before we do that, as always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and let's talk about the game. Yeah, so 1-1, and like I said a minute ago, I'm disappointed. I'm really, really disappointed in the result. 1-1. You take that, I guess. I'll take that, but I don't know, man. That first half, I saw, I think it was Romeo Greci saying that this is probably the best half of football we played all season. I disagree. What I saw in that first half, I've seen several times this season. We keep the ball well. Like, I'm fine with that, and I'm okay with that, and I'm cool with that, and that's something I really like. We do, that we do. I criticized Allegri for it, that we couldn't keep possession. That was a massive problem. So this is not me knocking that down. I like that we keep possession. My issue remains the final third. We're extremely predictable. We're slow, and it's not good enough, right now. And I'm not saying it cannot improve, but we need to be honest. The final third play is not good enough. It's too slow at times, and then it's too quick at times in terms of the wrong decisions. It feels off. Like it feels like not everybody is in sync. That's how it feels, and that's why you do not win that game. If you just have something going up front in the final third that looks consistent, you win that game against Lille. You do. You absolutely do, because besides Segrova doing cooking Cabal for the entire game, basically, until he got stopped off, there was nothing from Lille. There was absolutely nothing. There was a lot of space for us to play between the lines, a lot of space, like I said in my preview, more than I expected, to be honest, considering they were not really attacking us. There was a lot of space, but we don't have the solutions. It's very isolated. Isolate Yildiz, isolate Conceição, and make it work. And for me, that's not impressive right now. That's for me a big worry. It's a point. I get it. 7 points out of 4 games, out of 12. It's not impressive. Or it's not the end of the world, I guess. It's better than nothing. But now we have Villa and Man City, so it's gonna get sticky. The only, like, that's for me a negative. The other negative is Cabal. I told it in the preview show. I was like, not play him. I prefer the back four that looks solid. And it was, I think, like 50 minutes into the game, I saw Cabal leaving Zirkzee some space, getting cooked. I saw Cabal posting up against Zirkzee, and he got cooked. And I immediately tweeted out that, yeah, he's naive, and this is not gonna go well. And well, like 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later, or whatever, he's at the basis of a good goal from Lille, but very naive. Like, defensively, Cabal is not up there yet. And in these type of games, I trust Savona more. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I know it's you switch Cambiasso, but in general, I trust that backline more, because I know defensively they won't make stupid mistakes. If that was Savona, he would have made that foul on midfield. He would have made that foul, because he would have sniffed out that I'm getting cooked right here, I need to do something because there's a lot of space if I don't, because he was gone from his position, extremely high on the pitch. If you do that, you need to have that ball. Otherwise, you are in trouble. And that was brilliant play. And that was it from Lille. That was basically it, the entire game from Lille. And that cost you the game. Especially, like, if it was 0-0 the entire game, we win that game. Even when we do not look good moving forward, you still nick that game. You do. You win that game. Besides a mistake. The mistakes happen. And I'm like, okay. Second half, come out of that game and push. And we did. We really did. And I appreciate that. I thought that was much, much better. We actually tried to push. We actually tried to go for it. We went for it. We tried to make something happen. And we got rewarded with a pen. Good work goal from Cambiasso that run. Good from Conceição. And we got the equalizer, which we deserved, I guess. But then again, after that, it's kind of, whatever. It's not enough. Like, we take our foot off the gas a little bit, and I thought we needed that momentum, because if we play from standstill like we do, it's too slow, it's too predictable. You're not really going to break those teams down. So I was like, use that momentum, keep going, and use it to your advantage, and keep going, I guess. And we don't do that, and we need to grow in that. We need to learn from that, to use that momentum. But right now, a player like Conceição, like you have Conceição, Yildiz, Vlahovic, and Koopmeiners. On paper, we should be doing much better in the attacking phase. We do. Koopmeiners, the positions he picks up for the goals were good, but they were offside, obviously. And that was also not by chance. The first one, Yildiz holds on to the ball way too long. Like, that run from Vlahovic was brilliant, but Vlahovic was waiting until the moment where he was like, I cannot wait anymore. I need to go. And that pass was just too late. Second one, again. So the positions Koopmeiners picked up were good. But the overall play, in my opinion, he wasn't really involved. That's an issue. You need to get Koopmeiners more involved. He needs to be involved in that build-up. And it feels like we're skipping him. Where it's a lot going to the wide players, Conceição and Yildiz, all the time. And we don't really involve Koopmeiners in the play. And I'm like, you do. Like, you bought him for some reason. You need to get him involved. Otherwise, what really is the point here right now? So he's not getting involved, which takes a lot away from that attacking phase. Even if you get him involved and he's not playing good, fine. But right now, it feels like you're playing, quote-unquote, a man down, because you're not really playing a lot through Koopmeiners. So it's a bit weird looking at it right now. So a lot of things we need to fix. And for me, it stems down to that... to the final third. That's where the issues lie, So it's not negative. It's just that's something we need to improve. Obviously, like, we need to improve that, and especially against a team like Lille on the day, they were not good. That's probably one of the easiest opponents in terms of like how they came to you, how they were willing to attack you and play you on the day. They didn't really cause you anything. That's a game you should be winning, because it will be tougher against Torino. Torino will do more than what Lille did today. I do believe that. So it will get tougher. Milan after the break, Aston Villa, Man City, it will get tougher. And we need to have solutions up front. We need to be better up front if you want to actually do something this season. Because like this, you're going to have a good season, I think. But you're not going to have the season we potentially could have if in that final third we start clicking and we start doing things more consistently. So for me, a bit disappointing. I'm just disappointing on the result. It wasn't the shocking game, whatever. It was just, I was watching at Lille, I was like, this is a game we should be winning, to be honest. We should be doing more. But let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow live. And we move. Ciao.